Needham putting the chill on Netflix today. It is our call of the day. Analyst Laura Martin saying 4 million U.S. subscribers are at risk if the company doesn't create a lower price tier to compete with the likes of Disney, Apple, and the ever-growing list of names entering the streaming space. Our very own Julia Borston is in L.A. with more. Hi, Julia.
Tyler, Laura Martin from Needham recommending that Netflix offer a $5 to $7 a month subscription option to compete with CBS All Access and Hulu, which both offer two price tiers. Take a listen.
There's 30 million people that have never taken Netflix in any form because it's too expensive and they don't want to break the law. So getting some of those people to sign on to Netflix. Plus, I think in a marketplace, you must have a response to Apple and Disney at $5 to $7 a month. You can't just have a $13 response.
This comes as today Netflix's chief content officer, Ted Sarandos, announced that The Irishman, the Martin Scorsese movie that was an exclusive to Netflix, has been viewed by 26.4 million Netflix accounts. Netflix counts a view as one of their subscribers completing at least 70% of the 3.5-hour-long movie. Netflix projecting that 40 million subscribers will complete 70% of the film in its first 4 weeks. Now, investors are waiting to see whether new streaming services will eat into Netflix's subscriber base, with all eyes on Disney Plus, which launched a month ago, and NBC Universal's ad-supported Peacock, as well as HBO Max, both of which are launching next year. Now, also today, AT&T COO and Warner Media CEO John Stankey saying HBO Max aims to appeal to a much broader demographic than Disney Plus, which is focused on younger viewers. HBO Max has been investing in originals for teenagers, 20-somethings, and adults as well. And when it comes to the Golden Globes, though, Netflix is winning so far. Yesterday, Netflix swept the nominations with 17 nominations in both the film and TV categories. Netflix beat HBO by 2 nominations in the TV category. Tyler?
All right, Julia, thank you very much. Let's talk about our favorite picks in the streaming area. You get to go first.
Why not?
Why not?
Well, Laura Martin, who made the comments on Netflix, she also made comments on Roku, and she increased her price target from $150 to $200. These guys set up well to be the content aggregator out there, and I happen to agree. You can't get behind Roku on valuation. I totally get that, but that's been true since it was $80. Back to 160, back down to 100. It's a volatile stock, but if anybody's going to win here, I think Roku could. I understand if you want to avoid it on valuation. I totally get it. If you think,
wait, let's wait. Hold on. Rewind that. If anyone's going to win here, I think it could be Roku.
Yes! I just said.
That has never been said before in financial media before. I mean, seriously, listen. Throw Roku devices on the scrap heap of tech, like your Fitbit and your TiVo and your GoPro and everything like that. This thing is not going to be one of the big winners in the streaming wars. It's a piece of hardware. They're trying to be a platform.
It's a distribution device, right?
Well, the winners are obvious. It's the content and the guys who vertically integrated. We know what AT&T has done as far as the distribution that they have and then the content that they just acquired. We know what Disney has been doing over the last 5 years, been in the penalty box. Now it's coming out. And I think it's really interesting. Obviously, Comcast, the parent of this network, is just said they're going to spend $2 billion to kind of build out their streaming thing. So those are the winners because they have all the content. Netflix, though, interestingly enough, that we know that they lost ads in North America in the Q2, and that hit the stock kind of hard, one of the reasons why it's underperformed. We know that Q3 ads were disappointing in North America, and globally, they're decelerating. Why? They don't have the content. It was like the Thanos snap, all the Disney stuff, the Marvel stuff, the Pixar stuff, the Lucas stuff. It's all going away. And what are they left with? They're going to be left with literally an offering that should be $5 for your kids who don't know what the heck they're watching, you know what I mean, because they're little zombies on their iPads. That's what this thing is going to be relegated to, because The Irishman was unwatchable.
Can I interject?
3.5 hours of unwatchable garbage that they spent $200 million.
Dan said that for a Thursday night.
He is fired today. Every Thursday it comes out like that.
What is this? What month? What month was this? December, right?
What month is
2019.
Yes,
so last year, December was 2018.
Yes. Yeah.
So you might want to go back and look where the Roku was trading then.
It's amazing. You've had
a $25 stock.
You've had an amazing
$25 stock. We're to close today there, funny man.
But this goes back to where we're talking
148.
that just because the price action is such doesn't mean that it's a thing. I mean, look at the short interest. Look at it's a cult thing. I mean, have at it.
You got a favorite pick in the streaming area?
I do. I mean, I think Disney, it's hard to compete against Disney when they're all in, right? They're all in. And so I'd also, I think the piece was interesting about Netflix, and to the extent that they lose U.S. subscribers, that's what the stock really reacts to. So if that's her theory, which it is partially, and that international subscribers are about a third as profitable, and that's where all the growth is, you can see how Netflix, where have competition from every side now, as well as the raw material costs, which are content, going up, up, up.
Hard for a parent with young kids to say no to Disney Plus at that price point, whatever it is, $4.95 or.
Tyler,
Disney
real
Plus,
quick, I'll just tell you this.
ESPN and Hulu.
I own Disney for the exact same reasons as you. Disney Plus and all the rest of it's going to be a great boost to them, I think. Netflix, I think, is still a buy because of the fact that everybody's focused on U.S. I'm not as concerned about the U.S. I think they churn for a while. Maybe they lose a few. It's international. It's India. It's the content that they're developing in those other countries that's going to be it. But 17 Golden Globes, movies, and TV, giddy up.